Another weird week, chain redaction edition. While this week's big game celebrates Puerto Rico's own Bad Bunny, the delayed DOJ file release implicates the president with his bad buddy. In a move that had all the transparency of an anvil yelling, "Look over there," the DOJ finally released what I assume we should refer to as the Halfstein files on a Friday. At about the same time, they also arrested some black journalists. As the groundhog predicted 6 more weeks of DOJ delay tactics, they released about half of the 6 million remaining documents, which included Putin, Musk, Thiel, and a lot of other people currently running our government, including more mentions of the president than Harry Potter is mentioned in all the Harry Potter books combined. They redacted the names of powerful predators, left in victims' information, and we learned about the president's calendar girl parties and alleged violence. Then his personal attorney came out and told us nobody will be charged and there's nothing more to see here. For somebody who's been applying makeup this many years, that's a pretty shoddy cover-up job. And again, if you're in his cabinet, you're less likely to be highly qualified than you are to be in those files. That's weird, right? One character from the files even got her own spin-off, Melania, a documentary. Ironically, was fully released and only ruined the lives of the consenting adults who paid to see it. Played to a sold-out run in mostly empty theaters and was financed by historic job losses at Amazon and the Washington Post. The director she hired? Also in the files. If you're more into adult victims, our trade deficit's the widest in 3 decades, job growth is the lowest since the '08 financial crash, and the closest they've come to making America healthier is creating an economy so bad it's forcing Pizza Huts to close. The president says he wants to keep housing prices up and to nationalize elections. Then he closed the Kennedy Center like it was one of his own businesses. He's trying to extort $10 billion from his own DOJ, and then in what sounds like the worst pro wrestling storyline ever, we found out he was bribed by a guy called the Spy Sheikh to sell top secret tech to the UAE. Hegseth went after Boy Scouts, Pirro went after the Second Amendment, and Bondi's suddenly nowhere to be found. As his secret police violate a historic amount of court orders and their shooting survivors testify to their lies, the government may shut down over the age-old question of whether law enforcement should be accountable to follow the law. The resistance is growing. Looking at you, Texas. And they're looking for off-ramps. The DHS agreed to body cams, courts forced the return of Liam Ramos, and polls are in a dead heat with Father Time to see which one can betray the president faster. And while some of y'all will be rooting for the Patriots against the Seahawks in the big game this weekend, more and more of us are rooting for the Patriots against the Raiders on the streets of Minnesota. Keep it up. Have a good weekend and stay ornery.